Good morning, Hammers. Well, good morning or good night, depending on where you are. But we have just beaten TSC, a nice 3-1. But that wasn't the story, was it, lads?
We can call it nice.
I called the result though, 3-1. It's the first one I've called this year. And
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I did say as well. I thought we'd go one. We might go 1-0 down and against run of play like City did. So yeah, it panned out that way, didn't it? It was a tough game, wasn't it?
It was very tough, mate.
They seemed to sort of come after us a little bit more after they scored as well, which opened up some holes in behind, I thought.
Yeah, well, I mean, going into that first half, it was more of a frustrating game. I know we were all talking on our little WhatsApp, and for me, it was cagey. I felt like because of the change of style, I feel like that they were a bit worried about how they were going to play it as well. And I think that everyone was more worried about making a mistake than like really using it to our advantage of having the ball. But as I said to you boys, like I bet they were thinking, "Fucking hell, what's this round thing that we've got?"
Yeah. You see him looking to the gaffer going, "What is it?" And they go, "Oh, for fucking, I don't know."
I mentioned to you boys at half time, right? And I sort of half taking the piss about the fact that I'll bring back the low block, but it's just that we create our chances, right, on those devastating counter attacks. And like you said, Ryan, you've got to have the ball when you're at home to a team of that stature, and you've got to have a go. But it's like you've got to be more patient. We're spraying the ball around a bit more. It's not going to come at the same pace, and you've got to wait for it, don't you?
Yeah.
You also got to be clinical when you got the ball too, and the amount of times we were breaking down the right, and then Kieran might do an overlapping run or something like that, and his first touch was just fucking awful. And by the time he gets it back under control, they're set and they've got 5 behind the ball, and it just makes it hard to penetrate him behind them, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why we kept using him because when we kept going down that side, as you say, Nath, like I noticed how he was trying to do that chop inside, but then he was taking it to the top edge of the 18-yard box, trying to travel into the box. It was like he was trying to do what Emerson does, but he's just not. His footwork isn't as good, so it's not going to work. And it didn't work, and he got found out time after time again. And I thought he had a horrendous game today, to be honest.
Yeah.
Emerson looked good again though when he came on, didn't
he? Yeah. Let's go first half though. So first half, anything more you want to say about that?
The only thing I think I said in a group chat as well, I wouldn't have minded seeing Ben Rama and Kudus just swap, just to see what, because it looked like the ball coming down the left seemed to have a little bit more quality, but then Ben Rama was just doing Ben Rama things and getting all confused when he was getting closer to the box, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean that first half, I think he went completely missing in action. Yeah. I don't think I don't remember anything of note that he did. So I think first half, I felt for 4 hours when he got dragged, I would have been dragging Ben Rama off personally.
Yeah, I mean we did have like a couple of chances from set pieces there. The big man Dinos nearly scored, didn't he?
Yeah,
and then Kudus
got one in the mush as well.
Yeah.
Good game, I thought.
Yeah.
Looked sound.
Yeah. And I think he did like a misplaced pass in the last 10 minutes or something. And I liked his calmness of like, I fucked it up, I'm just gonna get back into position. It wasn't it was sort of like, I've done that, that's gone now. And I like that. I like the calmness of him. I thought it was really good. But yeah,
it was good to see him get minutes and like really for us as fans just to see what he can actually do. And I agree with the King. I thought he looked good. He looked comfortable on the ball. There was one time where he nearly lost it, and the first thing he was doing was straight back, and then got rid of it really quickly. He did well.
Yeah, he made a couple of crunching tackles that I was pretty impressed with as well. I think if we lose one of our Zuma or Guer, I think we've got someone definitely to slot right in there. To be honest, we did. Yeah. We did get our first free kick around the edge of the box. I was very excited. Very excited.
How's fucking Ben Rama going over this going, can I have it? No, mate, fuck off. I don't know if you've heard of it.
The cheek of him.
To be fair, though, he's got a fair old record of his own, isn't he? I mean, yeah, but there's no way he was getting it. But he's popped a few in the top corner.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine the 40,000 fans in there that watching that? Oh, we finally got one. We've got one. And Ben Rama
steps up and smashes it over the bar.
and then he does that when he misses. He's just like, when he does that.
He does that little shot that he does with his bum poking out the back like Sterling.
Yeah.
You got that bang on, Dave. You got that bang on. So half-time approaches. I've said, don't worry, we're going to run away with it on our group chat. 47 seconds later or something, Ogbonna, what a mistake. That is atrocious.
Yeah.
I think I said, the worry is that at 0-0 we'll get West Ham. And then I was like, shit, it's got West Ham.
Sure did.
What's Ogbonna doing? I mean, he had actually a couple of moments to sort that out. And then he fell on the ground. And then he watched it all unfold. I'm like, mate, I don't care if you don't have half a chance of getting the ball. At least have a fucking go and look like you want to go and get it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But Nath, I know you're a defender by trade, aren't you, mate? And I'll tell you what, even at grassroots level, you're taught clear your fucking lines.
Definitely.
Like, what was he fucking doing? Like,
it just looked like he couldn't sort his feet out, though. Like the ball was there, and then all of a sudden it looks like he's nearly falling over. It didn't take much for him to lose the ball, did it?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But
look, I mean, it was a fuck up for all. And I wonder whether or not, that's his first game in a long while. So, but he should have been, I guess warm and sharp. It was the second half, but maybe he just didn't switch on when he came out.
I think he was stuck in Milan or something, having a fucking little piccolo with a pair of teeth or something.
A donut for breakfast.
Yeah, but for me, it's clear lines. Go back to grassroots and smack that ball fucking as far away as you can, or even just pass it straight back where you was going.
Like, only need to help it on really, because he was already facing towards the keeper and the ball was travelling that way. Like all he needs to do is just pass it on. But just don't know if he can get his feet sorted out, unfortunately. But I thought our reaction after that though was really good.
Yeah.
Morning, Sammy.
Sure. Hi, Sam.
And then I said in the group chat, like, don't worry about it. I think we'll be fine. And lo and behold, we get a dubious 1-1.
OG.
Do we give it to Kudus, or should we just like?
I don't think we can we? At least he got on the score sheet after, but it clearly come off the defender, didn't it? In the end.
Yeah. I mean, that was Benny's cross, wasn't
it? Yeah.
So Benny did liven up in that second half, but he's so predictable. I think, like, you just know he's going to chop back every time. So he does. It scares me with Premier League defenders because they're not as stupid as that lot tonight, and they will suss that. And he needs to change. He needs to do something fucking different. But
it's decision making, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But I think, going forward, he needs to do something a bit different because I'm losing a little bit of faith in him, if I'm being quite honest. Or what I'm saying is give someone else a go. Like, can't keep playing him if he's not doing the goods. But then he comes up, does that lovely little cross, and you've got to put it in the mixer, which he did. And, we got something from it. So that was nice.
Yeah. Morning, Tony.
Morning, Tone.
Yeah.
Morning, Tony.
I'm going to agree with him there with his comment too. Like, I thought it was a really good showing. If there was anything that in the first half, Kudus looked the one that was likely out of anyone, I think, and then he carried it on after half time as well. So,
do you think he kind of saved himself from getting substituted, like by getting sort of involved in that first OG, and then? I think Moyes was starting to twitch and starting to think about making changes. I don't know. I was starting to worry. Oh shit! If he doesn't make a mark on this game, he might sort of get substituted and not not really have made an impact on the game. I'm really glad to see he did make very, very important contribution in the end.
Well, I think we found out, very, very late on that Bowen was crook, so he's been isolated so he can play on Sunday. But maybe that sort of came into Moyes' decision making as well. Like, who knows? He might have gone to switch Kudus to the left if he had Bowen to come on the right. So
true.
Yeah.
Coming on Antonio. Well, we ended.
Proved you right today, didn't you?
We ended our night with a little conversation about that, and I think he proved me right today. Anyway,
yeah, he did.
His decision making. If you're going to talk about Ben Rama, his decision making is awful. I don't know why he's trying to take a touch there when Paquetá was fucking fuming.
Yeah,
and he had every right to be, because you do all that work to put your striker who's 2 yards out from goal in, and all he's got to do is stroke it in, and he tries to take a touch away to the corner flag and then take another touch. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying with him. He's not a natural striker, and unfortunately, yes, he will get chances, and that's why he's got as many goals as he has. But when you're getting put in them positions, I want to see my striker putting them in the back of the net.
Yeah, agreed.
No question.
Macker would have put that away.
Yeah, no question. He should have done a lot better than he did.
And he even when he took that shot, when it came back out to him, if you watched his movement, he didn't fucking move. Like he looked like he just completely lost interest in but then the ball sort of ended up at his foot, and then he tries to stroke it, and then the keeper gets a hand and the defender flicks it over the top. But I was just like, what the fuck? Like, you've just come on, make yourself fucking lively. You got Danny Ings, who is dropping into our 18-yard box to pick up the ball to try and get something going in the first half, and then you've got this plank who's just walked on. Sorry, I shouldn't say. I just get frustrated by him.
No, you're right, though. It looked like he just fucking threw his leg at it, didn't it?
Yeah, I love him, but fucking hell, he's frustrating to watch, man.
See, with Antonio, though, you got to take the good with the bad, right? We were creaming over him after he put the goals past Chelsea and Brighton and stuff. When he's on, right? But when he's not, he makes himself look like a pillock, doesn't he?
Yeah, but I'm also going to back myself in what I'm saying here. Even when he scored them, I did say he's either going to put it in fucking Rosehead or. So I've always said it. It's not like I'm just changing my mind today.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
I don't think anyone's questioning that. He looks a lot better though when we're playing in the low block, because he's got all that space to run into, and like his biggest assets are his strength and his pace. So we're holding up the ball and we're passing it up the pitch. It's not his style, is it?
No. Morning, Rexy. Savaloy, my boy. But yeah, not. This is a good question. I actually didn't say. Did that? So Chrissy says, when did Ings come off? We switched to 2 up front and still didn't see Ings.
Yeah,
Chris missed the first half. So I thought Ings had a more lively first half, to be honest.
Yeah, I did. And as I said to you, like with a forward player, the way we were playing in that possession-based football, for me, I think he suits that because the ball sticks to him. Like when it hits Antonio, he's better on the counter-attack when he can run at a fucking player and he's got something to run onto. But Ings is great at hold-up play, and he can bring in he can bring in other players. He's an intelligent football player. Yes, he might not fit our style of play when it comes to possession, but the counter-attacking stuff. But possession-based, he's my striker, 100%.
He's very good at that role. I think I completely agree there. It's just we don't play like that too often, which is why I get so frustrated, late in games when we might pull Antonio off and you put Ings on and you go, fuck, what's he going to hold up? Nothing.
Agreed. Really. And I think we're making him look bad. Yeah. But I don't actually think initially you think, oh great, Antonio comes on, excuse me, we're gonna switch to 2 up top, but I don't think we did. I think he just sort of sat in the hole that Fornals was occupying. And then when he came off, Paquetá went forward into that hole, so he sort of kept the
same formation.
I was gutted for Fornals. Honestly, mate,
he looked pissed off, didn't he?
He looked upset. I'm just like, fucking hell, man. Like, he gives everything, and he actually had a good game. Like, he didn't do anything wrong. I thought his link up play was great, and then all of a sudden he's getting his collateral damage of going 1-0 down, as I said, and it wasn't fair on him. And I feel like we're just damaging his confidence massively by keep taking him off and not playing him. And when he does play that central role, I think he's fucking doing really well.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I feel sorry for him as well. You mentioned like taking Ben Rama off instead, though. Then he goes and puts that bloody cross in that leads to the equalising goals. It's hard to say, isn't it? I mean, but other than Ben Rama, would there have been anyone else you take off? You go, well, you wouldn't have wanted to take Kudus off either, would you? So
I would have taken Kudus off before he scored.
Yeah, and that's what I was worried about, as I said before, that Kudus is going to go off and having not made a mark on the game. Now he goes off with a goal and a nearly goal, so he's going to be plucky and full of confidence and being under the mark. So,
and then we bring on the big man. Souček came on. I guarantee there would have been a few groans and moans, as there was from a certain person in our group chat. Won't name names.
I'll blame myself. I was sitting there going, "What the fuck is this for?" But credit to him. His run from the near post and I don't understand why they weren't even fucking looking at him. It was just a cakewalk in the park for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was easy for him. It was easy.
Yeah.
And then we go on to Kudus. He actually finally gets his first West Ham goal. So well done, my friend.
Good one too, wasn't it?
Runs over, gets in Robbie Burns' video. Did you see that on Facebook? Yeah, in the corner with Robbie, who's over from Australia. So he was at the game and he got the celebrations right in front of him. So that was brilliant. And another JWP assist. So
pinpoint, wasn't it? And I thought JWP's deliveries weren't as good in that game. Like they weren't as pinpoint as they have been in the Premier League, but that one was right on, wasn't it?
Yeah. Bang on.
And the finish was just couldn't be any nicer into that corner, eh?
I think with his corners, I think they were. I just don't think we actually attacked them well enough.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
If you look at where he puts it just enough where the goalkeeper's sort of stuck in no man's land, where it's like he can't go. But that means that our players need to trust that he's going to put it on that point where the goalkeeper's not going to come and smash them, and they've just got to fly through. And we got to attack them a bit better, which we did a couple of times. We just didn't get very lucky with it. Well, this is only a short show today, isn't it, lads? Yeah. So we'll just go through this quickly. Tony Oliver, we see it today. Possession good, but bring on Antonio and game change. And set pieces are winning us games. They were so worried about
him. Yeah, there was a bit going on with that corner that could have scored from, wasn't it? He was being grabbed and all kinds of stuff. And maybe that actually worked in our favour, that their focus was on Antonio and just allowed Mr. Nip in and put that deft little header in. So,
Look, as I said, I think he plays his part for sure. And he does do them things really well. It's just, frustrating when he's trying to be delicate. Just fucking do what you do, Antonio, and just hit the fucking thing. But I mean, do you want to quickly touch on Brighton losing as well? Is that definite now?
Yeah, it's gone. 13 minutes of extra time, they still couldn't find one. So
Brighton lost at home, as you said, Nath.
Yeah, 3-2.
Villa lost.
Away at Legia Warsaw, they lost.
Yeah,
and Brighton only mustered 2 penalties and lost 3-2. Liverpool won 3-1 as we did, So that'd be a good match up at the weekend, eh?
Yeah. I mean, it was funny when my mate, I sent it in the group chat, my mate, who's a Liverpool fan, who would be out with us on Sunday. And he's like, who the fuck are TSC or Topolo or whatever? And I went, fuck off, mate. You're playing an airport tonight. So just remember where your humble beginnings have started, my friend. Do you know what I mean? But Europe's not for everyone, as you say, Dave. And we're still undefeated, as Chris has just quite kindly put out, since April 21.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And it wasn't all smooth sailing last year through the Conference League, was it? Like there was times there where we conceded and then we just came back and smashed it. So I think we're going to have moments like we had tonight. And Dave, you called it early on. It's going to happen again. We just got to keep using the whole 90 minutes and fight the whole way.
Yeah, and it comes back to Moyes and resilience, right? The previous West Ham teams going out to the bloody Romanian Gypsies 2 seasons in a row, right? We just fouled. Moyes just has that in us that we are, got a good mindset. And we go 1-0 down, don't panic, just play it out, and it will happen. Just like it did with RZ at home in the first leg of the semi-final, right? And you've always got that confidence that the resilience is there, which has never been for me in my lifetime of supporting West Ham, to be quite honest.
Well, we trudge on in Europe. It's another win under our belt. Who's next
in Europe?
On Europe, we've got we've got the Germans, haven't we?
It's the Germans.
Yeah,
Freiburg.
That's it.
Did you say Freiburg?
Yeah.
We'll be
playing. And they got up 3-2 late. So.
Yeah.
Be a tough game. No fans over there, so it'll be hard.
Yeah, and actually, we didn't mention it last night, but credit to Bayern too for throwing the support behind us. I don't know if you saw any of their signage at the games, like just about UEFA banning fans
and with our name in it as well, which is really quite nice.
It's good, but then you go, well, we can't go bloody throwing vapes at players and causing their heads to bleed either, are we? So we probably do deserve some kind of punishment. So I'm into kind of team. Great, the support's there and stuff. But I don't know.
I'm not down with throwing shit at players either, but
no, but also you've got to look at it from the other point of view. AZ Alkmaar, that's gone quiet, and they tried to get into our family enclosure and try and beat up our fucking players and players' wives and stuff. So
I know
I understand. I completely get what you're saying, but it's got to be a two-way street, mate. It can't just be one.
So they got nothing out of that, right? Is that right? Or is it just still ongoing?
It's
or
like
what?
a pending investigation, which means it'll just get swept under the carpet.
Which is ridiculous. That should be like a 3-match bloody away game ban if you're going to compare it, isn't it?
Yeah. Rex, I don't know if you're from Australia, mate, but that's a cracker, mate.
That's quality.
Pops in the box, more like koala in a suitcase. I'll try and bring you one back. Back when I'm back in February, mate. But I just thought we wanted to come on, do a little quick instant match reaction as we could. But 3 points gets us back up and running in Europe, and we go on to Liverpool on Sunday. So let's go smash the Scousers. But lads, thank you very much. Good morning. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you Sunday.
I'll see you Sunday, boys.
Come on, you Irons, eh?
Come on, you Irons.